Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect outside her laboring in all truth and sincerity to you. We say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, it's the brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. And pretty much in this lesson, as you see the title, we want to go into pretty much, the allure of Babylon the Great, America, okay? Or you see the title, The Lifestyle of the Rich and Shameless, because, see, here in Babylon the Great, this country has fooled our people into wandering after the beast, man, wanting to be like the so-called white man here in this society, trying to make it, and escape the curses that the Lord has put upon us here in this land, because our people have forgotten that we came over here in in ships over here to serve slavery for our punishment, man. This place was never meant for us to prosper in, man. Okay? Go ahead.
God, this is Mayakah, also Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Arise, ye, and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction."
Right, so it says, "Arise, ye, and depart, for this is not your rest," right? And it tells you to depart, meaning come out of the ways of Babylon the Great, man. All right, not physically fleeing this place, man. To detach yourself from the matrix, okay? Because this place will solely pollute you, and it'll pollute you by the different things that are promoted here. Because everything in this society, all right, is put here in a means to destroy you, Jake. And if you continue to allow yourself to be attached to this place, you will be destroyed when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua returns to destroy this wicked kingdom, man. Okay? So this is why we're pretty much, doing these lessons to pretty much admonish our people to act with urgency to detach, man. All right? Because everybody on this planet is gonna be faced with the position to whether you're gonna bow the knee to this devil or not, man. All right? And this devil has put many things in this world to entice you to bow unto him, man. You got something?
I was going to go into, you said basically what Esau pushes is basically everything that's adverse to the scriptures. And one example I want to go into was like keeping the Shabbat. All right? Our people are, at this lowest state, and they struggle with like bodily ailments and stuff like that. And again, one example being the Sabbath. It says, "Research shows that relaxation keeps your heart healthier, cuts stress, reduces muscle tension, improves brain function, memory, and helps you avoid depression, anxiety, and obesity. It boosts your immune system and helps you alleviate the symptoms of many medical and psychological disorders." All right, so and that's what comes with the Sabbath. It helps you to relax, but being that this devil pushes his lifestyle on us, on two-thirds are in love with this lifestyle. All right, they're in love with what kills them, you see, and being that they're in love with this, if they don't come up out of that, they're gonna be destroyed, you see, because going against the Lord isn't wise,
Yeah, because one thing that America pushes is always to chase the bag, man. All right, you have these different quotes, from rappers or whoever that talk about, no days off. They pretty much is always working, And this is something that our people, they don't know how to balance out. It's either you work too hard or you're relaxing too much, because Babylon pushes, substance for both. Because you have a thing of being overworked to where you're not relaxing enough, and you have a thing of you're not doing enough, so therefore you're just relaxing enough, which produces laziness, man. Slothfulness, which is why the Lord said this. This is Proverbs chapter 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just way is his delight, right? Because you have to be, pretty much balanced in your walk. And that's even in this truth, because it comes a balance of being, in the spirit, but also giving your flesh enough time to be able to do, what it needs to do as well, man. You can't be 100% in the spirit, just like you can't be 100% in this world. But this world doesn't promote balance, man. It just it's to go until you're burnt out. Yes, sir.
You want me to grab some?
Yeah, get Matthew 4 and 8. Because one thing that we want to stress here, man, as I mentioned earlier, start with Micah, all right? This was not meant to be our rest, man, because this is Satan's world, man. You know? We get that.
This is Mattathiah, also Matthew chapter 4 and verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Right, and everybody in this world is put in this same position that Yahweh Shah was put in, man. Because you got to understand, for context of the scripture, when you read from the beginning, all right, this was when Yahweh Shah was on his 40-day, and night fast, and Satan came to him at his weakest point, man. And Satan was, continually tempting him in certain situations. But in this situation right here, the Lord was took up to a high mountain where Satan showed him the world. And he told him, you can have all this if you just bow the knee unto me, man. And this is the same thing that the devil offers our people here, whether it's in the entertainment world, in the, in the athletic world, whatever, man. If you worship Satan, you will be blessed here in this world, man. All right? And this is something that our people, they don't take into an account when they're, setting themselves for certain goals or dreams or aspirations that they have, man. At some point, you're going to be approached by Satan to sell yourself, to sell your soul to him to achieve abundance or riches in this society, man. And this is something that Esau has made look appealing to our people, and our people being in a fucked up state that we're in, they run towards that because they're looking for an escape to get away from the misery and the problems that we have as a nation, man. Like I said, anytime you want to jump in, bro, go ahead.
I got a quick precept. This is Bon Sirach 10 and 9. It says, Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. And the chief one that cast away his bowels was Esau Edom, you see. But you got wicked jakes that do this all the time, you see. They do this, and that shows that they don't have any type of integrity. All right? And these are the people that Esau Edom puts on a pedestal and as leadership for our people. You see, when truly they're going off,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more?
No, that was it.
Yeah, because our people be quick to sell their souls or to sacrifice someone, for some riches, not knowing that in the end of them doing that, they're damning themselves, man. This is a precept just to add to that point. This is Matthew 16 and 26. It says, For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul, right? Because here it is, you're selling your soul for, riches or substance on this side, not knowing that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah owns your spirit, man. All right, he owns your soul because your soul is borrowed from the Lord. So knowing that's a fact, what I just said, when Yahweh Shah returns, man, the Lord is looking to get what is owed unto him, man. All right, and since you gave your soul to the devil, all right, it says, what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? But so that's why a lot of our people are going to have to die because they didn't gave themselves, over to the devil. And you ain't even got to actually go and actually sell your soul or sign your name in blood. You can sell your soul by giving yourself unto this life, man. You pretty much, making your whole existence about whatever things that you're chasing in this world, man. That's a form of you doing that too, because you're willing to undercut, any and everybody, to get to a position to where you're comfortable, man. Go ahead. You got something?
This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verses 11 to 15. It says, in those days went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. These are your guys like T.D. Jakes, your Shaqs, LeBron James. You see, they sell out because they found comfortability in captivity. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so for herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. And you see this, and this is 2/3. You see, again, they love captivity, especially in Babylon the Great. You see, they love the ways of our oppressors. You know,
Right, because like I said, they're willing to do anything to try to get to that allure that what Esau has, man. You know, can you read that beginning part of the scripture you brought out from the beginning?
verse 11.
Yeah.
First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen."
Right. It says there was wicked Israelites that went out to try to persuade other Israelites to pretty much sell out, man. You know, or what we would call today coons, man, or sambos. You know. Go ahead.
That's what they doing with the whole the jab thing.
Yeah.
What they gonna do with this charagma? Like, like be a good Jake, and go ahead and do what Esau says. They won't word it like that, but they
Nah.
try to make it seem appealing.
In so many words, because you saw a beautiful example with this whole situation that happened with Kyrie Irving and Ye, man. All right, Kyrie, quote unquote, stepped out of the boundaries that he had, and what happened? Esau used our own people, wicked sellouts, to pretty much condemn one of their own, man. You know, because they let it be known that he stepped out of his bounds, man. You know, so they had to pretty much, publicly, buck break this man, just like how you used to in slavery, to pretty much show Jay, look, man, if you wanna live good, shut up. Don't speak out against the devil, man. You know, play ball where he said, which is a good example of that. You had 50 Cent. When Ye came to 50 and was like, yo, let's work together to build some schools, he told Ye, like, look, man, I'm gonna need you to sit back and learn how to shut the fuck up, because you making shit hot for us, man. You know? And that's what our people do in a nutshell, man, because they want to continue to live the goodness of what is here and offered in Babylon the Great in the means of destroying their own nation, though, man. You know? This is why the Most High is going to destroy 2/3, because they're enamored with the way of Esau, man. You know? I got a quick precept. This is Sirach chapter 19, verse 22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners. That's not the one I want to slack in. Sirach 9:11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall his end be. All right, and that's what 2/3 failed to realize, man. Here it is, they're standing in awe, looking at what all Esau has and aspire to be like unto him, not knowing that this man's end is to be destroyed, man, along with his kingdom. And so this is why the Most High told us not to envy the glory of a sinner, because this is just for a moment. All right, it tells you when, can you get that real quick? Job 20:4, I believe. Esau winning, this is temporary, man. All right, we're in the air where the bitch ass niggas is about to lose, man. I know for brothers that then watch Cat Williams stand up. He always just go into it'd be the bitch niggas versus the real niggas, man. All right, and we're in the season where bitch niggas are winning, but we're very well about to see that era come to an end. And the real ones are about to start winning, man. The Lord's gonna start giving the real ones dubs, man. And these bitch niggas gonna get L's, man. Go ahead.
This is Ayawah, also Job chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, it says the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is for a moment. It's fleeting. The success that these wicked people, whether it's Esau or 2/3 of our own people, are having, this is temporary, man. It's only for a season, because just as fast as they got them riches, it's going to be just as fast, if not faster, they're going to lose it. All right? Because, hey, when this dollar collapses and this society pretty much, breaks out in all anarchy, all right, every Jake that's out here is going to go back to that same level. So niggas ain't gonna be looking at Jay-Z, LeBron, Ye, or whoever you could think of, these so quote-unquote billionaires and millionaires as somebody. We're all gonna be what Esau would call niggas or goyim in that day, man. So you trying to sell your soul and trying to, sell out to achieve the success here that these people have, man, it's ultimately going to be done in vain because it's all going to come to shit anyways, man. You know? I'll read it again. Sirach 9:11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall his envy, because you don't understand. You Jakes that's out in the world that's looking up to these dudes and women, you don't understand the things that they had to do to get to where they're at, man. The higher up these guys are at, where you on billionaire level like Jay-Z or Dr. Dre or whoever else, Baby, whoever, you gotta be a straight up sodomite to get to a status to where you're bumping shoulders with these damn these NFL owners, these ish people, you know. They are literally out here doing all type of wicked abominations, rituals, man. Drinking blood, popping each other in the rectum, you know, child sacrifice or human sacrifice, period, you know. You don't know the type of wickedness that they've done to achieve that success. This is why it says, thou knowest not what shall envy, because the Lord's going to require all that wickedness that they've done unto them, which is going to ultimately lead to their destruction, man. You know? You got something?
No.
Get Proverbs 12:26.
Okay.
Because we have to bring these things out to give Jake a reality check, man. This shit ain't the end all be all, man. We're gonna achieve real success, real joy, real happiness in the kingdom. Because this place here in America, this ain't it, man. You know? And so you shouldn't look at the people that's winning in this society as nobody special, man. Alright? They were only chose to have this for a season, man. With that season is coming to an end. Go ahead.
This is Mashalim, also Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yeah, the way of the wicked, it seduces our people, man. Because like I said, the allure of what they see that they have, man, it's enticing. Shit, even, sometimes, we look and see what these niggas got, and we like, yo, how did these niggas get this shit, man? You look at Jake like, yo, these niggas is really, these cornball, weirdo, lame-ass niggas is winning. Because they're trying to be like Esau and doing what Esau is doing, man, which is ultimately nothing to marvel at, man. What is the price of fame if you gotta bend over and lose your manhood? Or you gotta sacrifice your mom or your brother, sister, somebody close to you, man? That shit ain't nothing, you know? But to the average nigga that don't have shit, that's trying to get out the hood, that's trying to make something of himself, man, they be quick to do that because they don't see themselves as nothing but a nigga. When the Lord has told us, man, that we're the sons of God, man. We are Yasharala, man. We have something to cling to, something to hope for, man, that goes beyond anything that Esau can offer us here, man. So knowing that, we shouldn't be trying to look for ways to make it here in America. Yeah, we do our daily duty to get our daily bread or whatever. Certain other Jakes might have more than others, but at the end of the day, we know that this ain't it, man. This ain't the end all be all, man.
What was the title of the lesson again?
The lifestyle of the rich and shameless.
Rich and shameless. This is Mashalim chapter 3 and verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Going on to verse 35, because this is why you wouldn't want to envy your oppressor. It says, the wise shall inherit glory, all right, because they're seeking after righteousness. It says, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. And those fools being the rich in this world, you see, they're going to be promoted to shame, you see, in the kingdom. Because they're going to go through that 1,000-year slavery, and they're going to be wiped out. So you shouldn't take on his ways, because as a Jake, you can reap that destruction.
Mm-hmm. And that's even, with 2/3, where you're looking at other 2/3 winning. Scriptures tell you, though, hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, because these Jakes that are winning in this society, they have made a covenant with the devil that's going to bite them in the ass soon come, man. So this is why the Most High told us not to envy our oppressor or envy a sinner, because no matter what nation that they're from, those that are on top in this world, they're going to lose. They're going to be destroyed. So it doesn't matter whether it's an Israelite or an Edomite. They're all going to know. Everything must fall so that the kingdom of heaven can get brought in, man. That's the main point. So knowing that you shouldn't be putting your aspirations to try to be something in this world, man, because this world is going to pass away, like it tells you in Second Peter 3.
Get that?
Go ahead.
2 Peter 3.
Yeah, you had something else you bring it out too, because like I said, we in the spirit, man, just reinforcing the fact that, man, this world is through. So there's no point of trying to look to be like these people in this world, man. When we know that we're destined to be something greater, and we're going to get greater than what we see here, man. You know.
All right, quick one. This is Jeremiah, also Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 10. It says, "I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings." You see, so the Lord rewards those that have been doing righteous doings righteously, and those that have been doing wickedness, they get destruction. You see, so it behooves those that are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, to repent, because if you don't, then you're going to reap that judgment. We're going to.
If I can speak on that real quick, that just added to that, because what you brought out on Sirach 10 about a person cast away in their bowels, man. You look at the people like Ye, Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and these guys. It's been videos showing of how they had to degrade themselves to try to be able to rub shoulders with these guys that's on top, man. Videos that come out, these niggas making you goddamn jump. Meek Mill is a video of him on the tennis court with, I think it was Robert Kraft, whoever, jumping like a damn rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
You had Kanye in the limo having these damn Edomites eating out of his palms, you know, just degrading yourself, man. What's the point of you being rich in this society when you have to pretty much make yourself like an idiot? You have to lose your morals to make it in society, man. That's just a cover-up or compensation to really, make yourself feel good, when in all actuality you feel like shit. That's why these celebrities be depressed like they are, man, because they're not truly happy with what they have, man. You know, true riches is something to be proud in, which goes into ultimately true riches is this wisdom. You know, that's why the scripture tell you, riches is not coming to a nigger, man, because a nigga doesn't know what to do with true riches, man. You know, this is why Dave Chappelle made that skit a long time ago. If Esau were to all of a sudden get a heart for you niggas and give you reparations, Jake would just give it right back to him, man. Buying bullshit, Jordans, fucking Rello Raps, PlayStation 5s, whatever the hell else Jake is into, man. You know, because they don't know how to truly operate with wisdom, because they were just showed this consumerism type of lifestyle where all they just do was just buy shit. A lot of you niggas is in the spirit of a woman. That's what women do, is just buy shit, man. You know. You got something?
I was looking for something. I ain't find it though.
You know how it's quoted?
Nah. You made a point, but it lost me.
Kind. Because at the end of the day, man, you getting these riches is ultimately for nothing. Just real quick before you get that. Proverbs 23 and 5. Will thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. So you doing all this ultimately for no reason, because in the day of judgment, all right, all them riches is pretty much just going to go away, man. You know, you're going to be back poor, like I said earlier. All Israelites are going to be on that same level once Esau comes after us with that sword, man. So whether you're a billionaire in this society or whether you have a negative account, bank account, and that day we're all going to be on that same level, man. So there's no point in you selling out, man. When you come to really think about it, you got it.
And truly, just going into what you were saying, bro, like all that money, what is it gonna do in Jacob's trouble? Because it's gonna be a shortage of damn near everything. So
Exactly.
people gonna be going back to trading like liquor. You got liquor, or let me get some bread, or you got this, let me get that. Like money is gonna be obsolete.
Yeah.
In that time.
We're going to go back to bartering like we used to back in the ancient world, man.
Yep.
It's all about substance, which the true substance in that day is going to be this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, like it tells you in Isaiah 33 and 6, man. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is our treasure, man. That's going to be the most valuable thing in that day, is a man of understanding, a man of the Lord, man.
I'll get that for you.
Go ahead.
This is Shia chapter 33 and verse 6, also Isaiah. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Mm-hmm. The strength of our major thing to be looked at as precious at that time is the fear of the Lord, because the fear of the Lord is what's going to keep us, first of all, stable in that day, and also knowing that if we fear the Lord and serve Him, all right, He's going to take care of His, man, you know, and then the wisdom is going to guide us, man, all right? So that trumps having $1 million in your bank account, which ain't shit nowadays anyway, but having all these cars like Floyd Mayweather, you know, having them, you know, stacks of money and whatever it is that you covered after in this society, it doesn't compare to the wisdom. Because like you said, in Jacob's trouble, what is any of that going to mean in that time, man? You know?
This is let me see. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. It says, "For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it." You see, so wisdom, it's cool that you have funds and everything, but what's truly the difference? The difference is that knowledge and wisdom is what's going to allow you to live. You see, and that's what's most important. Mm-hmm. You see, because again, that money is going to be obsolete, and you're going to want to have the true riches in that time.
Yeah, because see, Esau was able to accumulate all these riches on his side without wisdom, because as we always go into, man, this world was ultimately given unto him for him to rule for this little period, and in him doing so, he's been able to pretty much gain the world. And see, our people want to look at that as a way to, that's the mentality they should have, man, which is off. Because here it is, Esau has no worries, and Jake thinks as long as they can get to where he's at, or get even a little portion of where he's at, that they'll be good, man. But see, this isn't Jake's time to rule, man. Our time to rule was after this kingdom is destroyed, man. So just real quick, just going into what Esau got. This is Job 21, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "Even when I remember," and like I said, anytime you want to jump in, bro, go ahead. Job 21 and 7, "Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power? Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them." Right. Because this damn devil has been able to live luxuriously in his kingdom, because this is just that. This is his kingdom, man. So he's able to live without a care in the world and be able to pretty much accumulate everything they want, because the Most High gave him this time to rule right now, man.
Got precept laid back up.
Go ahead.
This is the volume also Psalms chapter 73 and verse.
Spirit, I had that next.
verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." You see, because the wicked the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, so they have everything that they can want. You know. Verse 4. "For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." You see, they don't go through the same stuff as Jake. You see, they're safe from harm, like we just got in Job. It says, "Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish." You see, and if you go to in Genesis, it talks about how they had the fatness of the earth, so they have everything that they could ever want. You know. But that was pretty much what I want to get out.
Because that just further add to this, which what I'm about to bring out. Back in Job 21 and 9, while I'm getting that, could you hold, since you brought that out, jump down to verse 7. I don't know if you have point, yeah. But continuing on, Job 21 and 9, I'll start back at 8. It says, their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua upon them. So they were able to accumulate this great riches through their wickedness, and they're able to pass this down to their children, because, as I mentioned, this is Esau's world. So, of course, the Lord's going to allow them to continue to exist and maneuver and how they're doing, so that the Lord can just continue to stack up these different things to judgment with later on. Verse 10. It says they're bull gendereth, because they still have that hedge of protection on them that was placed upon Cain, going back to Genesis 4, I believe. Genesis 4. So to this day, Esau is still able to pretty much, be protected. Because you look at the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, these old, ancient-looking Edomites, you're like, how are these niggas having the whole world scared of them, man. They're just a bunch of feeble, but they're protected by by the Most High because they're being saved for that final judgment, man. Verse 10, their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth the little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave, right? Because they have everything that they want, you know? Their children pretty much can grow up, without care in the world about having a want for anything. They can have everything they want. They can go travel the world. And Esau is able to pass down this wealth through generations. That's why you have a term called, old money or generational wealth. That's not prevalent in the Israelite community. I don't even like saying that word, but in the Israelite nation, because the only thing we're able to pass down is bills and trauma. It says, verse 14, therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Right, because they don't look at the ways of the Lord as profitable unto them, because they were able to conquer the whole world through wickedness, man. So when we're out here reproving them and telling them that the only true way to be prosperous is to walk in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, they look at us like, nah, nigga, y'all tripping, because we were able to do all this and wickedness, and we're still here, not knowing they're about to fall soon, man. All right, you got it, though.
Back to Psalm 73, verse 7, it says, their heart sent out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish.
And because they have everything that you could possibly think that they want. They own everything and still want more. I think it's another scripture that say that they have pretty much took everything. They haven't even left grapes for the grape gatherer. I think that's in Obadiah. I'm not sure.
It's Obadiah.
But they have everything that you can want. They own everything in the world, pretty much, man. And they still want more. They're at the point now where they own everything, and now they want your soul, man. So this shows you this man is the devil. So why would you want to envy this man and try to be like him, man? Knowing what he's done to get to where he's at, man. This nigga then raped, robbed, and murdered everything in their path to get on top, man. You don't think the Most High is gonna repay them for that, man?
Verse 8, it says they are corrupt. All right, and the Lord created them to be the wicked. He made it to be crooked. It says, and speak wickedly concerning oppression. You see, they'll say things like, what's the dude named Jeff Bezos? He was like, he said, don't buy a car, don't buy a refrigerator, or even anything. Like they said that mockingly. That was oppressive.
This nigga laid off, I think, 150,000 workers, and then his advice to them was, don't celebrate Christmas. That's fucked up, man. You didn't inconvenience a whole household because you want to lay off people because you're trying to save money, but then in the same breath, you're giving away stuff at, I work at Amazon. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They give away TVs and a bunch of other shit for a tax write-off, but you're laying off thousands of people. That's off, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
They speak loftily. It says, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. And just going into that, it says they set their mouth against the heavens. And first and foremost, about blaspheming the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, and also saying that they are the people when they are indeed not. I mean, it's a lot of evidence out there. Going back to the latter part of that verse, says, and their tongue walketh through the earth. And we see this in their laws and legislations, like stuff like, just their laws and stuff, like you can't have, more, polygyny is off. You can only have one woman. Just spreading their doctrine throughout the world.
Shit, it's even on small things. Here it is. It's illegal for a person to have their own garden. You can't collect rainwater, which I wouldn't advise doing that anyway. But you can't collect rainwater, which is readily available because it comes from the earth. You have laws to where pretty much you can't even govern your own household. Shit, if you try to discipline your children, you can go to jail for that, man. There's different things that are being done that he has pushed to destroy you, but it's in that same crab in a bucket type mentality. Because give another example of that, the reason why the so-called black woman Eve, Keisha, whatever name that brothers got for the black woman, all right, she was able to live a luxurious lifestyle by essentially destroying the man. And then men, they're pushed to, if you want to live good, you gotta sell dope, kill your fellow brother. You know, you gotta make a lifestyle out of destroying your nation, to lie to your nation, to perpetrate destruction, man. You know, but these are ways that Esau has pushed that our people do, not giving a care of the after effects of what that does to our people, man. You know, this is why you're not to envy the wicked, because all these people that are maneuvering like this, they're all going to be destroyed, man. You know, you got something?
God had two precepts.
Go ahead.
This is what's the precept talk about when the wicked is multiplied and transgression increases?
First Maccabees, I get it.
This is I'm gonna show you also Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice. All right, because the earth is going to be ruled by its correct rulers. All right, we're going to be able to reap the benefits of it. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, and people are mourning for various different types of things, you see. But it's the point that the earth isn't being ran correctly. All right, you had that precept.
Yeah, this is in First Maccabees chapter 1, and this is dealing with the rule under Alexander the Great, who eventually, he died, and then his rulership got split up between his 4 generals. But this just to go to show you what happened under the rule of the Edomites, because the Greeks were Edomites. So this is First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 9. It says, and after his death, talking about Alexander the Great, they all put crowns upon themselves, going to his 4 generals, Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, and Lysimachus. It says, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Man, I found it. Just laying back and off you. This is Proverbs 29 and 16. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, which we saw in that precept, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. And it's because they weren't made to be the righteous. You see, they were made to be crooked like that. You see, but we're starting to see their fall, and it's coming swiftly. You see, I had a good example of that. Like, the spirit in them is just to, if something is good, they just fuck with it. Like, I used to work as an Edomite, and just for example, like, we had like a little area at work, but it was perfectly cool with all my coworkers and stuff, and then all the clients. But he had to turn something that was working for everybody into something else, and they're like, damn, why you put this over there? Why you do this? Like, it was cool with him, but everybody else was feeling the effects of it.
That's that selfish mentality, man.
Yeah.
Which that comes from Esau, because our people, that's not the natural mind state that we were in, man. We truly loved each other, man. We were a loving and caring nation, man. Yeah, more than that was it.
That was it. You got
Just laying back on that furthermore. So Ecclesiastes 10 and 16. Woe unto thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Right. So it says, woe unto the land when thy king is a child. So Esau has the mentality of a child. He has pushed that same mentality on the rest of the world, to where a child is ungovernable. He's like that problem child, man. He has influenced the world, that make everybody walk after him, man. And in his ways, his destructive ways, as we just mentioned, evils are multiplied in the earth, and everything is suffering for that, man. Which is why the Most High is about to destroy this place, man, and move him out the way, because he's not fit to rule, man. And see, our people that are moving in that same spirit, look how our nation has degraded. Okay, look how the poison, which is known as black culture, has essentially eroded our people, after generations, man. When you look how our people were back in the 60s and 70s, and just generations after that, from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to now, every generation our people got progressively worse and worse, man. Because they were more and more trying to be like the devil, man. And to where we're at the point now where in 2022, soon to be 2023, our people are shit. They're straight out Satanists now, man. They acting just like the damn devil, man. You know, niggas walking around with the damn rock band shirts. You got niggas that's gothic now, man. That was unheard of back in the day, man. You know,
shit, you got a lot of Jake women that's like bisexual now. Like it was, when I was coming up in high school, that wasn't really a thing like that.
I didn't see neither one, whether it's man or woman, but shit, I say about 85 to 90% of black women now are bisexual, man. Hey, Ashar brought that stat out last week at camp, man. I think he said about 80 to 90% of millennials identify as homosexual.
It's crazy, bro.
You know, or whatever gender, they're okay with the alphabet gang, man. That shows you that this shit is through. Which is why the Most High said, man, hey, detach. As I started the lesson out with, this is not our rest, man. This place will soil pollution will destroy you with a soil destruction, man. That's proof.
But just because of stuff like this, like how Esau runs the world, like with the rise in like the off homosexuality, or the Mo agenda. This is Matthew 24 and verse, let's see, 22. It says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And as we see in, I think it's Habakkuk, talks about his soul is never satisfied, roughly paraphrasing. So this devil can keep going like with his wicked agenda, you see. So that's why the Lord is shortening the days, you see.
I got to add to that. Okay. Isaiah 3 and 9. The show of their countenance do witness against them, and they declare their sin is Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Right. Because now we're at the epitome of pride in all things, but especially amongst the alphabet gang, to where you actually had a choir in San Francisco make a song about we're coming for your kids. A bunch of pedophiles talking about they're coming for our children, man. You know? So we're at a point now to where Sodomites are pretty much to the point where they're just like back in Sodom and Gomorrah. They're actively trying to turn out as many people as they can, man. And when you read about what's going on in Sodom and Gomorrah, you had them people that were so engulfed in their wickedness that they was ready to rape angels, man. You know. I believe it was Lot, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he had the angels come to his house. And you had them Sodomites that saw the angels come in, and it was like, yo, we want them two men that's in your house. And he was like, yo, I'll give you my virgin daughter. You can do what you want with her. And they was like, no, we want them two men. And if you don't give us, what we want, we're gonna rape you and them. We're getting to that point. I've been saying this since I came into the truth. And we're gonna get to a point to where it's gonna be a crime to be a straight man. But this is some of the things that's being pushed here, and you're rewarded for it, man. In a society to where you have courage awards for these damn moles coming out of the closet, man. I remember a couple years ago, you had that faggot Jason Collins from the NBA. He got a courage award for coming out and becoming the first openly gay athlete, man. That's not nothing to be proud of, man. But this is what society pushes, and this is a thing now to where it's gotten so bad to where people are being influenced to join with to be accepted in society. You got people acting like they're moles, whether they are or not, which the majority of them are, just to be accepted, man. This is where we're at in society. This is why the lesson is titled "The Lifestyle of the Rich and Shameless," because the things you got to do to be pushed up in this society and to be propagated as somebody that's to be looked up to, you got to do a bunch of wickedness. You got to do abominable acts, man.
They even going into that. They even they got like some type of stipend. Like if you come out, like you trans or whatever, like they give you a certain amount of money each month.
Yeah. They had this article that came out like a couple of years ago that said that I forgot what it's called. Like you're in the neighborhood, and the property value goes up if you live in a neighborhood full of moles. But then if you live in a neighborhood just with a bunch of jakes, it go down.
It's ridiculous. I got a precept for you when we get this.
Go ahead, bro.
It's like Yeshaya, also Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 15. It says, "Yet truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him."
Yeah, look, What side you fish out? Go ahead.
It displeased him that there was no judgment.
Yeah, we're looked at as wrong for speaking out against what is pushed here in this society, man. You know, but that's to be expected because Yahweh Shai told us that hey, it's not you that hate him, but the spirit that you come in, man, which means that they can't hate us. It's ultimately the spirit that's in us that makes them hate us because we're coming in the spirit that goes contrary against this world, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord's not with this world, man. You know, so we're gonna be hated because we speak against what's here, man. You know, which is fine because hey, we'll be hated by the society that's gonna be destroyed anyway, man. Because we want the kingdom, we want something better than this. While you people are trusting in this sinking ship, all right, we're looking on to bigger and better things, man. A thing where we're gonna finally be at peace, man. You know, I just did a lesson with this last night. We're gonna have a perfect world, which is gonna happen after this world is gonna pass away, like it tells you in Revelation 21:1. I got one more real quick. Isaiah 36:6. This is dealing with you people that still trust in society. Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right, so you idiots that's trusting in Babylon, man, it's going to be to your own detriment. Because here it is, you're trying to lean on Babylon for support, and it's going to pierce you like a broken reed because this place is going to fall. Ultimately, that main piercing is going to come through them putting that damn charagma inside of you and making you a perpetual slave, but disguising it as a means of innovation or convenience, man. This is the new way. You're going to be tricked by the devil into thinking that this whole talk of them trying to remake humanity into inorganic cyborg that's going to live forever, man. You're going to fall for that trap and ultimately be destroyed, man. You know? So this is why the Most High told us to come out of this shit because we're not of this world. You can get to 2 Peter now unless you got something else. Because the Most High, he told us, man, that this is stressed over and over in these scriptures. To touch no unclean thing. Deliver thyself from Babylon. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, man. We gotta come away from the ways of this world, man, because this shit ain't it, man. You know? You're gonna destroy yourself. Go ahead.
This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 1. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. All right, and when it talks about being awake, it's referring to put on the scriptures. It says, put on thy strength, which will be the scriptures. O Zion, being the people, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, all right, because going into what we're going into, the ways of Babylon, the ways of the world, is that dust which represents confusion. Mm-hmm. It says, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. All right, and just the point I wanted to get was shaking yourself from the dust, you see, which that represents confusion because it's not beneficial to who we are as a people, the nation of Israel.
That's right.
You want me to get that 2 Peter?
2 Peter 3, I think. Start at 10, I believe. We got like 1 or 2 more, then we'll close it. Which pretty much going to how this word going to pass away. Because, hey, we have all the information out here on everything that we've been talking about, man. Of how it's an agenda to push on you to make you a homo. It's an agenda out here to remove the Most High from this society. It's an agenda to destroy the nation of Israel. And yet you still got our people overlooking that, whether they know it for sure or they just think it's a conspiracy, you know, that these things are here and being done to them, not knowing that this is all being done ultimately for the Most High to destroy Babylon the Great and ultimately to get rid of 2/3, man, you know?
I'm going to that real fast.
Go ahead.
We get 2 precepts. This is Isaiah. This is Psalms chapter 83, and verse 1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O power; hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head."
Yeah, that tumult being that secret council amongst each other to destroy you. Because understand, Jay, everything that you have, your claim to fame in this world, was given to you by design. Black culture was given to you by design. Your whole way of thinking was given to you by design, man. This is why it's key words that you gotta hone in on because this English language is a bastard tongue, but it's witchcraft being done to you. And our people are in the projects because that was a project to see let me see if I put niggas in this type of situation and experiment on them, what will happen? That's what the ghetto was about, man. Which is spiritual because we go into the etymology of what the word ghetto means. It means where the Jews resided, man. You know, but that project is a project for a reason. You're in the trap because it's a trap, man. You know, you were given everything you was given because it was a scheme to destroy you, man. You know, that's what the brother is reading in Psalms 83, man. The Trilateral Committee, the Bilderberg Group. It's an actual group. I can't remember the name of it, but they're actually going to where the fashion choice that Jake, the clothes that Jake wear, the music that Jake make, everything that's our people have that they claim to fame here was actually designed to give to them to destroy them, man. It's a name. It's on the poster that we got. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head though. But go ahead.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more in remembrance. All right, when you go into that word remembrance, it also goes into consideration, to consider. This is Yeshaya, also Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. And that's one reason that they are not considering is because of those crafty counsels that they have fallen in love with in captivity. See, going back into the point that we made earlier, they have fell in love with the goodies of captivity, so to speak. You know.
Mm-hmm.
We said get 2 Peter.
Con.
Which one?
3 and 10. Yeah, I was trying to find that group, man. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, man. But it just goes off of what I said, though, man. You know, they everything that Jake has was given to him, man. Ultimately.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And that's the thing that our people don't realize, man. That the destruction, which is going to come via the day of the Lord, is going to come as a thief in the night. And these people aren't looking for that. Esau, he has pretty much put so many distractions in the way to where our people aren't thinking about the return of the Lord no more because they're too busy trying to chase the American nightmare, So that destruction that we're talking about, which is going to come via those ICBM nuclear missiles that's going to burn America in that lake of fire, the second death, that's what's going to consume a lot of you people out here that want to continue to live in the ways of Babylon the Great, man,
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Mm-hmm.
So all the work that Jake put in, all the houses, all the investments, all that stuff's going to be burnt up. Keep going.
You like 1 or 2 more verses.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right. So the type of way you're supposed to be walking in these times, knowing all this is coming, is to be operating with wisdom, operating, under the guidance and tutelage of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, so that you can learn and know to your best ability of how not to be caught up in that destruction. Lord willing, that each and every one of us in this truth, are members of the elect, man. The Lord gave us the blueprint on how to walk, so we can't be like the rest of this world, like it tells you in First Thessalonians 5. We're not of those that walk in darkness, man. We have the light, all right? So we have to walk with the light, man. Go ahead.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing instead of focusing all your energy and spirit into chasing the bag, trying to get a career or whatever dream or whatever you got in this society. Read it again.
Okay. Start from 11. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to be doing, man, is hastening the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and in doing so, man, all right, you won't be caught off guard when the day of the Lord finally it comes, man. You know, you're gonna be prepared spiritually. Now, we don't know the exact day and time. All right, we don't have no date, but we know that the Lord is coming. He's giving us plenty of the warning signs that we need to look for to let us know that He's coming. But we're supposed to be heralding His return, though, man. And in doing so, you're going to be keeping the things that the Lord told us to do, man. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
That's what keeps us sane amongst, fighting those demons that want us to pretty much, chase after the dreams of this world, man. Because we know we got something better coming, man. That's going to totally eclipse the things here of this world, man. We're going to have a perfect world. That's something that you should all want. All right? A world where it's going to be no crying, no tears, no death. We're going to be in unity. And we're going to have this devil, in subjection along with the other heathen, man. That's what you should be laboring for. Not no damn $1 million contract or whatever the hell Jake looking for, man.
Verse 14. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of Him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Yeah, be diligent, man. All right, be diligent in the spirit, and doing what we gotta do to make sure that we're making our calling of election sure, man. That's pretty much it. Unless you got something else.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this is Proverbs, also Mashalim, chapter 21, and verse 5. It says, the thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, and what's included in that diligence is going to be planning, praying, and fasting and watching, because the Lord said, watch and pray.
That's right.
It says, but of everyone that is hasty, which this world pushes hastiness, it says, but of everyone that is hasty only to want. When you go into that word want, it means to lack, so you can be brought down low. So being hasty, being in the spirit of the world, is going to get you caught off guard and ultimately destroyed.
Yeah. The only thing you're supposed to be hasty with is hastening the coming of the Lord, man. Because our people are so quick to go and try to, do something with this world, but not preparing themselves for the world to come, though, man. You're putting all your eggs in the basket of this place and not storing your treasures in heaven for the world to come, man. That's where a lot of our people are going to fail at, man. Okay? Because, hey, when it's time to call upon those spiritual treasures, that bank account going to be empty, man. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
That was it.
So we can close with that. Because at the end of the day, man, we just wanted to point out the differences between the way you got to make it in this world and what the Lord requires of you for the next world. And ultimately, man, all the Lord told us to do on this side to prepare for the next world, man, is to have faith and prepare for His coming, man, and keep the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability. But most importantly, to believe on Him, and He's going to prepare, everything that we need for us, man. So, Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. We want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone that tells us the truth and rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.
All right.